What's going on, guys? Mario
And Billy.
here again with another episode of Surreal Space FM. You know, we were kind of missed a week because a lot of shit happened last week. What happened last week, Billy?
We had a voting thing go down.
We were practicing our democracy, or
Yeah,
kind of
something like that, where we get to choose who runs this bitch.
Yeah. Where Britain was like, "Let's leave the EU. You want to see something stupid?" America was like, "Hold my beer,
Hold my beer.
hold my beer."
We have a new person in office. Well, not in office yet. He's not in there, but like he's
January.
president-elect. Donald Trump. Donald J. Trump. My bad.
He's like, it's like One Piece. The middle
Yeah.
initial has something to do with like the storyline of the
So Donald
country.
Trump is a One Piece character, Mario?
He's a One Piece character.
You watch that shit, so
Dude,
you
I
might know.
love One Piece. You have no idea. You have no idea.
You're brave. That's all I have to say about that.
So, did you celebrate the presidential election? Did you celebrate that day?
I slept. Does that count as celebrating?
I mean, kind of.
Because we're still safe,
Kind of.
kinda. But the reason we wouldn't be safe is for the idiots. Yes, idiots that think that things are gonna immediately change as soon as he walks in.
Yeah, that's not how any of this works.
They
Also,
vote.
the reason why we missed the episode last week, I had to go to like make sure I had like revoked my Mexican privileges, become full-fledged white. Billy had to go revoke his Mexican card.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, I got given this a while ago.
Let me return it.
Let me return it. Just in case. They're like, oh, you're Mexican. I'm like, I'm white, though.
I'm white. My name, look at it.
Look at it.
Billy Goat White.
Billy Goat White.
Billy Goat White.
But yeah, no, a lot of people are pretty sad. The best thing out of it is the Obama and Biden memes.
Oh, dude. The memes have been so good. You don't understand.
It's the best. Like, can't even explain them.
Dude.
You gotta be there. You gotta read them. I'm sure
Biden
you read
is
them.
great. The internet's great.
Mm-hmm.
The internet's
He's
great.
just a child.
learning about the world.
My favorite one I saw was, I'm not gonna call him Dad. Joe, shut up.
Oh, no.
They're
Another
just
one.
in the back of the limo.
My favorite one's like, I'm going to change the Wi-Fi password to I love Mexican. You'll never figure it out. You savage, Joe.
God damn it. But yeah.
What'd you do this week?
What did I do this week?
Well, last week.
Last week, I slept.
Okay. I think most of the people on the planet did that too.
True. I worked. I haven't played in any Yu-Gi-Oh tournaments.
Okay.
I ran a couple.
So last night I texted you saying, should I go play Magic or should I go play Smash?
And I said Magic.
You said Magic.
You
I just literally jumped on the freeway and chose a direction because it's literally south goes towards the Smash, north goes towards Magic.
You went to Game Time?
I went to Guardian Games, played in a Smash 4 bracket, which I've actually never done because the only brackets I've ever played in have been Melee and N64 brackets.
Yeah.
So it's like I just skipped the PM brackets. I never played in any of those. What the fuck's a Brawl bracket?
Yeah.
So played in the Smash 4 bracket. This is reminding me why I love the Smash community because everybody's super nice and friendly when nobody knows what the fuck's going on.
Uh-huh.
They're like, yeah, dude, this is how this and works. You do this and this and this order. Got wrecked game round 1, so I sent to the losers.
Mm-hmm.
Beat some random kid round 2. I don't know who the fuck it was. Then I lost round 3 and just got knocked out of the tournament. But it was fun.
Sounds good. I was waiting for you to tell me that you won.
Nah,
That's what I wanted.
I don't play Smash 4.
I understand, but it would have been hilarious if you were like, yeah, I just won. Oh, so they're not.
I mean,
no, the best players like go there, right?
No, I think it's only like decent players.
Yeah.
I think it's Javon and like 2 other guys are the good players, and everybody else is just subpar.
Gotcha.
But there was one PM setup right next, like all the Smash 4 setups. So everybody was just playing friendlies, and they're like, "This guy's good at Smash."
Yeah.
They're like, there was just some guy playing with himself and playing some other guys just wrecking everybody. He's like, "Can I?"
Playing with himself at a card shop, guys. You heard it here.
You heard it here first. No, you were just sitting there playing with the computers, and then guys walked up and you were just wrecking kids, and I was like, "Can I play?" And yeah, and proceeded to wreck him, and it was like,
Ooh. Can I play?
"Can I play?" Like all innocently with my like pinky up in my. Do you mind if I take a shot at it? But yeah.
Did you do anything else last week?
I worked a lot.
Yeah.
I'm gonna play in this PPTQ on Saturday.
You got it off?
Don't know, but if they don't give it, I'm just gonna call off.
There's an open in Columbus that people went to. Opens
Yeah.
are magic things.
Shout out to Andrew Eels. I heard he was doing really good.
That's good. I haven't paid attention at all to magic, so.
Yeah. So I was gonna ask you, what got you into card games?
What got me into card games?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Because I
You just
remember
put
when
me on the spot.
Yeah, really
motherfucker.
hard. Because when I met you, I didn't play card games. You got me into card games,
Yeah,
and I think I said that last episode.
exactly.
But I never asked you what got you into card games. Because you were
Well-
already playing when I met you.
Yeah. Well, like, just to play them as like casual or.
What got you to start playing them
Okay,
at all?
so-
Like, what made you go buy cards and go to a shop?
All right, so I'm gonna explain something.
Okay.
So with Yu-Gi-Oh, which was my first card game, I had Pokemon cards, but I just bought packs. With Yu-Gi-Oh, I initially got into it from watching it on TV. I've played it off and on since I was a child. I sucked at it off and on while I was a child.
I think that's all everybody when they first started. We're just bad.
But I mean, I got this. Actually, this differentiates from most people. But I got like the starter deck Yugi, and then I got a tin with Kaiba on it, and I was like, oh, this is a Kaiba deck, not this is
It just-
legit. Like I'm fucking retarded at this point. I got packs and put them all together.
It's a deck.
It's a deck.
Not
It
even
has
40
Lord
cards.
of D as its boss monster. But yeah, eventually, like, so I used to play with my friends at my grandma's house when I was little, and then I moved on from it, and then I found out that my cousin had played, and he actually went to regionals and stuff, so I had went once with him, but or actually no, before that, yeah, I was getting too far ahead. I saw a commercial on the music channel, the like indie one.
Oh, you mean those old commercials where they were talking about like regionals and stuff?
Yeah.
Like local trading card store?
Yeah, I saw one for sneak peeks, and back in the day, sneak peeks weren't at shops; they were downtown at the convention center, like a regional.
Uh-huh.
So you would go down and you spend your $20, get your 5 packs,
Yeah.
promo,
I remember
make
this.
a deck, and then you would play people.
I think that happened here with Cybernetic Revolution?
Yeah, it happened here a lot. Like every set we had one.
Okay.
The two that I went to were it was Cyberdark Impact and the one with Volcanic Doomfire on the front. I forget that pack name, but because I remember having the promos for him. Cyberdark Impact was cool. It was during the GX era, so it was a while ago. It was before synchros or anything.
Like 2006?
Yeah,
2007?
so like, and I had went to like 2 regionals before that, or not before that, like after that.
With your cousin?
With my nephew.
Nephew?
Yeah, this was before my cousin. And then I had found out that my cousin played, and he had helped me get some cards to make my deck. Literally played 8 rounds, dead last, twice, with him, and then I got dead last and then second to last when I went before that. So basically, I did horrible.
Okay.
About
Accurate.
the same as
As
like,
right now, yeah. I don't see the difference.
But yeah, if you don't notice anything, I never went to locals
Uh-huh.
first. I went to regionals.
You're like, yeah, I'm just only going to go to regionals. I'm never going to go to locals.
I didn't know what a local was because it was just me, like me and my nephew. Sometimes my nephew, but sometimes just me going to these things. So I didn't know like that we had card shops, which is hilarious because I work at one now.
Right.
But yeah, after that, I had stopped. One of the regionals I went to. I saw one of my friends from high school, and we were both like, "You play this?" And then I was like, "You play this?" Basically, and then that was about it. He wanted my Ulti Black Rose. It was Jeter.
Oh.
But so like after that, I had stopped. Right. I
Okay.
not touched my cards that was freshman year of high school. So I hadn't touched my cards for 4 years until I saw that Danny and them were playing in the study rooms at Ivy Tech. And that's what initially got me back into it, because I saw them playing and I was like, I have a deck. Played against Christian. Summoned Chaos Emperor Dragon against me. Banned as fuck card. And yeah, that's where I started playing. Like that's the most recent time I started again.
So like originally when you started playing, you were around what, 14?
When it came out, so that was like.
No, I'm talking about like going to regionals, like when you actually started like actually playing. Because you know when you first started
13,
out,
14.
When you actually first started out, like everybody, I got the Joey structure deck, which is kind of funny, because I always played low tier heroes. But no, you first get the deck and you play with stupid people at like random places. See, I played at a boys club when I was younger, so there's where most of my Yu-Gi-Oh experience was, and then I just stopped. Once that was in Chicago, so after I moved here, I didn't play. I didn't play again until I met you.
Exactly.
And then at some time, I had a big old thing of cards for no reason from when I was little that my mom had bought me.
Actually, like when I first started like hanging out with Danny and them playing and stuff, I had a bunch of cards, and then like eventually mine and Danny's cards like melded together. Like it was just a bunch of commons. There was nothing really exciting. Like I've picked through it over the years, like finding cards that had went up, like Manjus and Sinjus when they went up to 5s. I had like a shit ton of them because I had bought those packs when I was a kid, and they were like all decent condition. But eventually I sold it.
Yeah, that's how I felt when Super Rejuve became $5 and I had like 19 play sets.
Yeah.
Like, ooh, dollars.
People might need these.
Probably.
October 6, 2004. It's 2016, so 12 years ago. I was about 11.
You're about 11 when you started playing?
I started going to like regionals and things. But like even then I wasn't even competitive. Like it took me probably a bit over a year to decide that I was going to play competitive. Like it was 2013. My bad. Sorry guys. I sound dumb. 2013, like around now is when I got my first top, like 4 years ago or 3 years ago.
Okay, that's not bad.
Yeah, and that's my only top. That's my only credential, and I'm debating on if I want to go to a regional Sunday to try again.
To like 03 drop.
Yeah, basically, and hopefully Virgil will get his invite.
Yeah,
Daniel needs his too, but we need probably 2 more people if I want to go.
Shout out to Virgil one time. Even though he's sitting over there in the corner.
He has his headphones in right now. He can't hear us.
Yeah, it's kind of funny actually.
But yeah, no, Yu-Gi-Oh's like a huge part of my life right now. It's weird.
It's weird.
Yeah, going from like, because like my cousin doesn't, the cousin that I went with, not my nephew, but my nephew knows, obviously, he lives with me. That's not obvious, but sorry. My cousin, he lives in Florida now, and I always want to message him and be like, hey, you know that thing that you used to try to do and like get your invite to go to nationals and stuff? I did that 4 times.
I've been to Nats a couple times too. How many times have you been to Nats?
Twice. I didn't go last year.
But you were qualified to go last year?
Mm-hmm. I was working at the shop, and I was not really prepared to waste a bunch of money to go on a trip that would be worthless.
Right.
Because I knew I wouldn't do well. Like, I wasn't a part of the game, like, heavily. I just ran the tournaments.
Right.
But, like, now I try really hard to help a bunch of people to get their stuff.
You feel more invested now?
Yeah, it's good. It's good. PR, is that right?
PR?
Yeah.
Public relations?
Yeah, that one. When you try to help people.
Yeah, it makes you look good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, like, it's reciprocated. Like, people help me and stuff. Like, our
Right.
friend Brant, like, me and him play tested a lot before nationals.
Shout out to Brent one time.
And yeah.
I have the funniest picture of Brent when he has like the little dog face on his thing.
Oh yeah, that's the one I took. It's the best. But yeah, no, it's gotten, because we used to have a really competitive like Yu-Gi-Oh group, and then it kind of died out due to like circumstances. But it's getting pretty close to it again, which I'm pretty happy about because Indiana's never talked about when it comes to Yu-Gi-Oh. And
Well,
that's kind of my goal, is like for us to be talked about.
I don't think Indiana's talked about a lot when it comes to Magic. We only have like 3 notable players. No, I'm talking about like overall when it comes to
we
notable.
got what's his face?
We got
What's his name?
Cranderson.
Yeah, Chris Anderson.
We got Cranderson.
He's good.
He's good. He's a little much of a child. He's a little twitchy. He reminds me of Higgins.
Yeah.
He's a little twitchy.
One day Higgins will be the next Cranderson.
Oh, dude, I'm so proud of Higgins sometimes. Sometimes disappointed in Higgins. Mostly proud, though. Mostly. 8 times out of 10, I'm proud of Higgins.
But yeah, so we literally talked about how you got into Yu-Gi-Oh! And Magic.
Yeah.
I guess. I mean, Magic for me just came with the job. Like,
Right. You had to learn Magic.
I had to learn how to play Magic, Vanguard, and Pokemon, I know how to play Vanguard and Pokemon. I will probably never touch the competitive scene. I tried with Pokemon because it got interesting to me, and then it just kind of died off.
Well, because Pokemon actually makes dollars like Magic does.
Yeah, it does, but like, I don't like their tournament system. Because like Yu-Gi-Oh! Magic, it's best 2 out of 3. That's pretty fair. Pokemon, it's best out of 1.
Best of 1?
Best of 1.
So there's no sideboard. It's literally
There's no sideboard in Pokemon or Vanguard, so that takes away like 100% of the skill. Like, it doesn't, because like you can still tech things in Pokemon because like your whole deck's searchable, so it makes it kind of different. But like you can't side deck for certain matches. Like if you're playing to win, you're gonna have to like main something that will win. But even then, like it might get prized.
Mm-hmm.
And you have 6 prize cards which come out of your deck. So like if you have a certain card for a certain matchup and you're playing against that matchup and that's the only way you can win that matchup and it gets prized, you lose.
That sucks.
Mm-hmm.
Life's rough.
Yeah, so that's what like deterred me away from that. Yu-Gi-Oh! And Magic are pretty much like the only competitive card games I'll ever play.
You'll never touch Vanguard?
I played it. It's so luck based.
But isn't that like, I don't know.
It is like every card game, but like Magic and Yu-Gi-Oh! Like they take certain like skills and like knowledges of card pools and stuff. Yeah, you can't apply that knowledge to Vanguard or else you'll get really salty.
Gotcha.
You'll
get really salty?
Yeah. Like they're gonna double crit you and then you're gonna lose.
Damn. GG's. GG no.
Shout out to Raph because I did that too.
Shout out to Raph one time. Isn't he wrestling now? What's he doing now?
He's always been a wrestler.
But like, I know, but like, isn't he like actually wrestling? Because I haven't seen him come up in forever.
He comes up on Sundays.
On Sundays?
Yeah, like
that's why I never see
exclusively,
him.
pretty much.
That's why I never see him.
Because that's the Vanguard day.
Okay.
The thing with Vanguard and Pokemon also, the only day that the shop has tournaments is Sunday for both of those games. Yu-Gi-Oh! And Magic both have 2 days a week apiece, which is pretty cool.
Yep. Wednesday, Friday for Magic, and Thursday, Saturday for Yu-Gi-Oh! Right?
Yeah. And I can't play in either, so I have to go to other shops if I ever want to play test.
Sad face. Just one tier.
Or just play 1 billion hours with Virgil. That's always fun too.
Poor Virgil.
Until my ass hurts from sitting.
Poor Virgil. Over there torturing him over there. Look at him. Depressed and shit.
But yeah, no. There was a point where I wanted to become competitive in Magic. it was weird. I don't ever have like the want to go to a tournament unless it's like an indie.
Nah, I blame literally Wes for making me want to pursue Magic competitively.
Yeah. I just hung out with Flip and Austin so much that it was just like, I want you guys to make me good at Magic. And then they made me decent. Not good.
I mean, it's hard to be good at Magic.
No, yeah. Like what I said, like there's part skill, there's part luck, and then there's like knowledge. And the only format that I can effectively play is Standard because I know the card pool, it's a smaller card pool to learn.
Yeah, it's only like 700.
Compared to Modern, which is all the way back to 7th edition.
Yeah. I think it's 8th, but whatever.
It's 8th. It might have got moved up or something. But, yeah, it's pretty hard to learn those amount of cards because, like, you can know the competitive cards. It'll give you an edge. There was a tournament once that I always, like, throw back to where I literally beat every deck that I had watched played and lost / drew with every deck that I had no idea what the hell it was doing.
Mm-hmm. That's accurate.
So it's just like, oh, I know how to play against this deck. I can win. Oh, what the heck are you trying to do? I don't know. There's my lack of knowledge.
Did you see that link I sent you of the Amulet Bloom deck?
I did. It just maxes out on Azusa, right?
Maxes out on Azusa, and there's a bunch of other things. It plays a creature that puts lands from your hand into play.
From your hand?
You tap
Oh,
it.
yeah, you tap. You tap it, and then...
It brings one in your hand.
Brings one in front of your hand. Does it untap?
Well, yeah, you have Amulet still.
Well, does the creature untap?
No.
No. That's what I was asking.
But it still ramps you.
Yeah, it does. It does the same thing, because, like, you just, like, you put a land in play, it's a bounce land, and you're like...
You can still Titan them on turn 4
Mm-hmm.
and turn 3. I'm like, this is something Billy would play.
It is, but like I said, I'll never touch Modern.
You'll never touch Modern again.
They tore down my last favorite format, which was Eldrazi's.
What are you talking about? You already played Amulet. You played Summer's Bloom.
I did, but my last favorite was Eldrazi. I actually played that format, Mario. Not in tournaments, but like I played here almost every Wednesday because I liked playing Eldrazi's.
You can still play Eldrazi. Eldrazi's still legal. Eldrazi's still good. Ban Eldrazi is still the shit.
It's not the best, though.
It's pretty close to being the best one.
It's not the best.
You can't abrupt decay a Drowner Folk, Billy. You don't understand.
I know. All right. So there was our card game talk.
Oh, dude, it was only the first 25 minutes of this podcast.
You guys can come back in if you're not a card game player. Mario will probably throw something now. Like, if you don't care about cards...
Skip to here.
But yeah, back to real world things.
I'm sad.
Why?
New Zealand.
What happened in New Zealand?
They didn't change their flag.
Were they supposed to?
They were having a referendum for it.
What's wrong with their flag? Isn't it like
It's the
white?
same as the Australian flag.
Is it?
Literally pretty close.
Oh.
They were going to have like...
That makes sense. When I think Australia, I think New Zealand. And when I think New Zealand, I think Australia.
Well, they're right next to each other.
They are.
They're literally just a short ocean trip away.
Yeah, but Australia is supposed to be a country / continent.
That's weird. That's always weirded me out.
Yeah.
This is a country and a continent.
Yeah, isn't it like renamed though now Oceania?
Oceania? Yeah.
Because there's all those islands that are a part of it.
Same way we did with Pluto. Just kicked it out of the planet
Yeah.
club.
Poor Pluto.
Poor little Pluto.
How did you feel? So we're gonna come back to the presidency thing.
Uh-huh.
How did you think? Or how did you feel about Obama protecting Planned Parenthood? That one.
I mean, he's pretty liberal. He's pretty pro-choice.
Yeah.
I'm not. What do you feel about Donald Trump coming out and telling his supporters to stop harassing minorities?
He did that?
He did that.
I'm so proud.
That was a thing.
This is the best
it
thing
blew
happening right now.
people's minds. I was like, what?
This is the best thing. He's like, I'm the president. I'm allowed to say that. Y'all can't.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, like a lot of things, like people are still taking it in like bad. Like there's things being protected. There's him saying that.
Yeah.
Like, it's weird. Did you hear about The Rock wanting to run for president?
Oh my god. I'm still voting Kanye 2020. We had Trump 2016. I'm getting Kanye 2020.
Dude, it's about to be Kanye versus
Trump.
Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
And Trump, because Trump's going to run for re-election. It's
Yeah,
not like he's not
maybe.
So are The Rock and Kanye going to fight for like the blue?
Yeah,
The blue
'cause
color?
they're both pretty much Democratic.
But
I
they're
would
both
imagine.
black,
Yeah.
so-
Well, yeah. There's a black Republican.
A couple. Ben Carson
What?
doesn't count.
What?
Ben Carson's pretty white. Sorry, Ben Carson. I know you're like, weren't you like someone important in my state at some point when I was a kid? I remember
Probably.
seeing signs with your name on it.
Sounds about right. But yeah, no. What's that movie? It's a Comedy Central movie that they always play. It's
Idiocracy?
Was it Idiocracy?
The one where like idiots, the smartest person comes from the past and he's a fucking
Exactly.
idiot and he's the smartest person.
Dwayne The Rock Johnson will literally make that a thing.
God damn it.
Not saying that he's gonna make Gatorade over water a thing, but
I mean,
it'll be pretty
it's
close.
pretty close. There's some unhealthy people that
Mhm.
drink Gatorade instead of water.
Like it doesn't. It gets you electrolytes, yeah, but it doesn't hydrate you. Whatever. How water does.
Your body also needs air
Yeah,
to survive.
kinda. And like if we water our plants with Gatorade,
I like electrolytes. My plants like electrolytes.
That movie is great though. That's where that's what I was thinking when Trump got elected, and then I was like, hold on. When
Yeah.
Dwayne said,
Yeah, that was a
"Yeah,
bunch
I'll run for president," and people were like, "He has a really good chance," and I was like, "Oh fuck us!" And people would be like, "Yeah, this is cool," and then he's just like,
The Rock.
How
What if
did-
John Cena runs for president?
"John Cena." They run against each other.
Yeah. And his whole presidential campaign is like, you can't see me.
Oh my lord.
He has to have the song at every intro point he comes in, which is bad. So where are we sitting, Billy?
Where are we sitting?
Yeah.
Oh, we're in Midwest Games.
We're at Midwest Games right now.
Yeah, we're in my job right now, but it's closed. I have a key, so that's how I did that.
Yeah, we're borrowing the place. Shout out to Jeremy.
Yep.
3 times.
Jeremy.
Shout out to Midwest Games.
Midwest Games.
Midwest Games.
This is a place that's literally, before I started working here, was really important to me. Because it's how I met literally most of my friends that I'm friends with right now. And that's a cool thing. Card shops are cool. Like, if you're a part of the gaming community, just don't be a weird person when you go to a card shop.
Or a caveman.
Or a caveman. Because, like, don't... You gotta treat
Take a
yourself
shower.
right. Yeah, take a shower.
Take a shower.
It's an announcement.
Take a shower. Put on deodorant. I understand you just got off work, but when you get off, take a shower.
Take a shower. You're allowed to do that. You're right. I'm sure you
As a
have
human
shower.
being.
If you're coming to a card shop and have money to spend on cards, you have the resources to take a shower.
Take a shower. Shout out to showers one time.
Not only take a shower, brush your teeth, do all the cleaning things to your body.
Do your basic hygienic essentials
Yeah.
at the house.
There we go.
BEG.
Because that's how people get
BHE?
sick.
No.
That's how people get sick.
I'm not good at
They're
acronyms.
not clean. Wow, that was random.
That was a really random tangent.
Like, we went from Midwest
I'm actually
to-
just calling out one person and they don't know who they are.
Exactly. It's not just one person.
There's a couple. Okay, fine, you're right. There's a couple people.
Have you been at this place on a Sunday?
Huh? Oh no, I try to avoid this place like it was hot and garbage on a Sunday.
Yeah, like I try to avoid this place unless Billy's here.
Legit? Yeah. You're like the only reason I come here.
Oh, thank you. You're the only reason I show up to work sometimes, because I'm like, Mario will be there today to go eat after.
You don't call in?
I gotta think about Mario.
Aw. But yeah, man, nice rough.
Life is rough. Like, last night, there was someone shot just blatantly out on the street by my house.
Sorry.
It's kind of bad for me because, like, my neighborhood's not a bad neighborhood. Like, we live off of Washington, which is a main street, which is a more looked at street. Dead, like, it's one neighborhood that's between two streets that are heavily, like, it's all traffic. Like, there should not be that type of stuff going down, but it happened. And it's pretty upsetting for me.
Why?
Because Indiana.
But, like, Indiana's had its crime rate going up since I've moved here.
But,
which
like,
I think is kind of funny, actually.
That type of stuff getting closer to my home is, like, the scary part.
You do live, like, in the middle of fucking nowhere on the east side.
It's not nowhere.
It's the middle of
It's nowhere to you because you live on the west side.
literally like 45 minutes away. Like, literally fucking nowhere. You're barely in Indiana.
Dude.
You might as well be in Ohio.
Literally, so there's 465 then Washington. I live on the other side at the same cross.
Fucking Daniel doesn't even live in Indiana. Indianapolis. He lives in fucking Lawrence. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? He lives in the middle of nowhere.
That's a suburb, you idiot.
Middle of nowhere.
Oh, Lord. Indiana. Speaking of, the regional that I might go to is in Chicago.
Shout out to Chicago every time, all the time.
It's at the same place that I went to last time.
Tinley Park?
No, Rosemont.
Okay.
It was cool.
Tired, Billy?
No. I'm tired of bullshit.
Tired of bullshit?
But, yeah. Bullshit that cannot be spoke about on a podcast.
I have to change the content rating of my podcast. So we were approved by iTunes.
We were, finally?
Yeah. It only took him a couple days.
I gotta find this real quick, then.
So we were approved on iTunes. So in the show notes, there's going to be a link to iTunes and Google Play.
And once I make a new Twitter.
And once Billy actually makes a Twitter, we'll have a link to Twitter's Play. I've already got approved by Stitcher. And next week or next time we see each other, I have a survey because I'm probably doing a thing with Stitcher to have a survey done so you guys can go to that and respond to it. And hopefully we could get people to click on shit.
Yeah. No, don't start playing.
Oh, did you find it?
Yeah. I found it on iTunes.
He found it on iTunes.
I have an iPhone.
Because Billy has a shitty ass iPhone.
I do.
And I have a shitty ass Android phone.
What else?
Speaking of phones.
Are
you interested in technology, Billy? I actually don't know you like this.
It just depends.
Do you pay attention to new tech that comes out every year?
Sometimes. When it's brought up to me.
So basically, when I'm about to say it and you're about to Google it, is that how this
Well, you're going to say it and then I'm going to just confer and just talk to you about it.
MacBook Pro.
MacBook Pro?
The 3 models of MacBook Pro that came out.
There's 3 new models.
There's 3 new models of MacBook Pro. They're all MacBook Pro.
Okay.
So there's no MacBook Air. There's no MacBook Mini. There's MacBook Pro.
Okay. Explain.
Okay. So we have the baseline MacBook Pro.
Okay. The normal size.
$14.99.
Okay.
13-inch.
$14.99.
$1,400.99.
Dude, you almost made it sound perfect. $14.99. Oh.
I'll buy that.
Buy that. Get that.
Come on, let's be real. There's no Apple product under $20.
I mean, obviously, replacement headphones are fucking expensive, which I have to get. But keep going.
Okay, so 13-inch MacBook Pro. They have a new thing called what is it? Not Touch ID, Touch Sensor. Or there's a sensor bar at the top, so it's like a little scrolling thing that you do with your finger. The 13-inch MacBook Pro doesn't have that. But there's another 13-inch MacBook Pro that does have that, and it's $17.99.
All right, so this sounds pretty dumb.
Okay, then there's another 15-inch MacBook Pro, which is I think it's $19.99. And you're literally only paying another $200 for another 2 inches. So how people get enhancement surgeries? Yeah. $200 for another 2 inches.
Yeah.
Hey.
I think it's more than $200, but
probably a lot more than $200. Unless your insurance covers it, which is weird.
Yeah, it's you got good insurance. You can increase your size.
You can increase your worth, your net worth.
Your worth, your girth, whatever.
Speaking of net worth. Trump's net worth went up.
I was like, so speaking of girth, it works about the same. But his net worth went up like we were talking about last week, or not last week, but 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago, went up even more
I bet
because of his positive relationship with Putin.
Yeah,
dude. But we might actually be friends with Russia,
yeah,
hasn't happened in like forever, literally since World War II.
Yeah, I was about to say it's because we had the Cold War, and then after that we just stopped.
Well, after that, USA's been fucking around with everybody over there for the past 50 years.
Yeah, I know. We're on like our own side. Like South America is just there. They're
South
chill.
America fights with themselves. It's kind of funny, actually.
Yeah, I mean Brazil's most of it, so they're just like ass.
Yeah.
And then like there's North America as a continent, but like Mexico is Mexico, and then Canada is just like a.
And Mexico has their own war within their country too.
Exactly.
Canada just like, what's up, guys?
Hi.
We're just here to fight.
We're not even here to fight. We're here to A.
Have you seen that their immigration site went down? Canada's immigration site went down after Trump got elected. Because so many people were trying to immigrate to Canada.
Finally, we need to down our population anyways.
Get some frostbacks.
That's probably why it's so violent. We're just all like too close to each other. We need more room. Can like the U.S. like grow another like state?
Can we just send a bunch of people there?
Can we make Antarctica? Not Antarctica.
Can we make Antarctica part of the U.S.? Yeah, Billy.
Yeah. Can we?
No, that's a scientific haven for all countries to use.
I know, but we could use it.
We could use it. We could become dictators.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, I can't be saying, like, we have a lot of people. China kind of has a lot of more
I mean, the
people.
majority of the population lives, like, in 9 to 8 states.
Yeah. So that's pretty.
Yeah, that's not even that many votes.
Yep. Oh, yeah. Did you like the popular vote versus the electoral vote meme that people were posting?
Yeah, I like trying to have to explain to some of my friends in person what the fuck electoral college was. It's kind of weird. Like, how the fuck how do I know this more than you do? And you're more politically adept than I am.
I'm trying to like make sure that I'm clear on this, but each state has an amount, right?
Okay, so each state gets three. Gets three, and plus an additional one based on population.
Exactly. So, look at the popular vote compared to the electoral college. This isn't us. It kind of was, but like
it's the closest you can get based on the amount of states that are controlled by population.
So it's like whatever state, like wherever the state is, like Republican or Democrat, that's how it gets voted for that. Then it goes to the amount of votes that they have towards it.
Yeah, and then some places have the law where all the states have to vote the same, and it's kind of weird.
Yeah.
My favorite ones have been like the memes of, but like the picture of the entire Louisiana Purchase. And I tell them French, like, yeah, we don't want because there were all those states who voted red. Yeah. And they're like, French, we don't want this anymore. You can have it back.
And then there was like where it was like the straight red line down. It was like Trump did build a wall.
God damn it, dude! Internet's great.
But like all the bigger states were red, and then like all the smaller states were blue.
Yeah, it's literally all the urban areas were blue, and all the farmlands.
Just how it was like gonna be.
That's how it's always been.
Yeah, like unless someone like Obama is really liked.
That and like Obama had a lot of support, and Obama and Mitt Romney in 2008 were essentially the same person.
Yeah,
it's like, and then in 2012, Trump was close. He was actually close in 2012.
Yeah, I remember. It was just so like minor because Obama was obviously just gonna get put back in office. Yeah, it hasn't happened a lot of times where like the president doesn't get reelected. Yeah, I mean our past 2 terms were 8-year terms. Yeah, it also helped like a year later we found Bin Laden. Yeah, that kind of helped him a lot too. Like Obama found him.
Define found and Obama.
We've had people going for this like for a while now.
Yeah, since 2001,
yeah,
2?
Since it started.
Mm-hmm.
And
Bush did
Hussein
9/11.
died.
Hussein?
Saddam.
Saddam Hussein. Oh, dude, I love South Park. And their depiction of everybody all the time.
He's gay. The devil.
The devil's feminine.
Do you have any notes?
Do people piss you off at work, Billy?
People piss me off at work. Oh, like at my other job?
At any job.
Excuse me. Friday was pretty intolerable, but like other than that, it's been packed because it's fucking Christmas.
Yeah, same here.
Like, I hate this time of year because I work in retail.
I work in a factory, so we get more work because retail has
Exactly.
more work. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like we need more stuff. Send it to us. But yeah, people. That's when all the families come out, and then you find out that parents suck for their kids.
Yeah.
I think we talked about this last time, but like parents are assholes towards their kids sometimes when they're out in public. Like if a kid does not first off, kids should always just stay around their parents. They should not go off by themselves. I work in a mall, so I see it all the time, where parents will just be like, oh yeah, you guys can go run around the store and terrorize it while I look for my stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That's not how it should work. That kid should be like on your side, especially if they're not in a kid store. Like if they're in a toy store, sure, that's where they're supposed to be. But if they go into like a clothing store or I don't know,
your store,
my store, which is like for all effective term is not a kid store.
He works at a sex shop.
It's not fully a sex shop.
It's Spencer's.
Yeah, that it's a gag shop. Like, damn it.
That didn't help you. That didn't help you. That didn't help you at
No,
all.
literally,
There's literally zero help.
This lady came in asking for a gag gift. And me and my coworker, we were like, yeah, we have this. And she was like, not the sexual ones. And I was like, she had her kids with her. Why the fuck? Yeah, it's back here. We have a bunch of different ones. I was like, we have both.
Right.
So. But it's a novelty store. That's what I was trying to find.
Mm-hmm.
Spencer's Gifts is a novelty store. We just... not recently, but like it used to be a smaller section. Now it's bigger for those type of things.
Right.
Toys.
the gadgets.
Yeah, the adult things.
The go-go gadgets.
But yeah, when parents let their kids run around, not only my store, but like just run around the mall in general by themselves, that's just not good.
I mean, that's why most malls have a playground.
Yeah, it has a playground inside of them. Like you can literally take your kids there. They'll probably play for a bit.
Yeah. Do you have two sons? Is one older than the other? Let the older one watch the little one play while you go do your
That's
shit.
how it is.
While you go buy your sex toys and shit.
My siblings are 10 years apart, so I always had to be attached to my mother's hip.
You're the baby, right?
Yeah, I'm the baby. Oh, baby, I'm 10 years apart.
Yeah, you're the baby.
Yeah, my nephews are like my little brothers.
Right.
That's how bad it is. I have a nephew that's 4 years
apart from me.
Yeah.
So how do you think the role of you being the younger brother affected how you treat other people?
Well, so yes, I'm the youngest, but like I got raised separately because they were raised already when I was born.
So do you think your brothers raised you? Or how do you feel about that?
Well, I have one brother and two sisters. My brother, he is my only older male figure in my life.
So he's like your father figure?
Yeah, basically. My sisters, my mom, and my grandma were all effective moms. Mm-hmm. my grandma was the caring one that would always like baby me, and then my mom was this like sort of strict one, and then my sisters were like, they treated us strictly, so you're gonna be treated strictly. When I was growing up in my neighborhood, when I was in like middle school, because that's when I started actually growing up, was middle school.
Right.
I was like a late bloomer of like growing up. I was more sheltered when I was younger.
Okay.
So I didn't get more of the real world until like after elementary and then into middle school, which
Right.
I feel like was good for me in a sense, because now I'm an actual just like normal person.
Okay, because I'm in the same situation. I'm 10 years older than my little brother.
Yeah.
And he has your similar background. He's sheltered. He's in 6th grade right now. He's still sheltered. He's a really smart kid, but he's really sheltered. And all he loves is just video games.
Exactly, because he's basically an only child, but not an only child.
He's an only child that has 2 dads and a mom.
Yeah.
It's me and my dad are his father figures.
Yeah,
and
basically.
My mom.
But yeah, no, like literally growing up when I was little, I had just me and like a few select friends. But when I hit middle school, it was when I actually had friends that I would go out and hang out with and go do things.
When did you start going out? Like as a teenager, actually going out? Not like after school events, because I don't count those as going out. I'm talking about like on a Friday night, you went to the movies or you guys went out to eat, stuff like that. What age were you?
Well, 8th grade probably, because that was my first experience. There's a place called the Emerson Theater. Mm-hmm. It's just a place for shows, like rock shows. I went to my first show when I was in 8th grade, and that was pretty much probably like the first time I went out, like to hang out with people outside in the real world.
Without a family member present.
Without a family member present. It was cool. My mom was down for the idea. Like, first time I asked her, she was like, yeah, that's fine. And then my sisters ruined it, and they were like, that's a bad place. They do drugs there. And I was like, no, they don't.
You do drugs there. That's
like, just because you know someone that went there when they did that stuff doesn't mean that they didn't have to put in actual rules. Literally on the thing, like outside, it says no smoking or anything in here. Mm-hmm. They don't sell drinks or anything because it's an all ages place. Like, you're allowed to go there whatever age you are. The worst thing that they sold were Monsters and Red Bulls.
Accurate.
But yeah, that was the first time I had went there like quite a few times because it was my only way out.
The only way out of the house?
Like to go hang out with my friends because it was a mutual thing. Like I had went to the movies, probably maybe with my nephew, but like I started actually doing things once I got my car.
How old were you when you got your car?
When I got my car, I was like tail end of my junior year.
Tail end of your junior year?
Yeah, so like the second half. So okay. I was 17. Which basically means I was a very late bloomer.
Yeah, I didn't get my car till after I started college.
Yeah, because
I just always drove somebody else's car.
Like, I got my car as soon as I got my license, basically.
See, and you got your license when you were 18?
17.
17? Mm-hmm. I had gotten my license at the age of 16.
I could have got
license. Mine. The license, not just the permit. Because I got my permit when I was still technically 15.
Yeah, I was the same way. I got mine when I was 15 because I had taken driver's ed. And I could have gotten my license when I was 16, but my mom made me wait a year. So because she didn't want me out driving, and I was like, that's understandable, whatever. I don't need it. Like, the biggest thing for me was I didn't have to ride the fucking bus anymore.
Oh, dude, I love the bus.
I hate the bus.
I fucking love. You don't understand. I love public transportation. You actually no. I'm being dead serious. I love public transportation. I hate having to wait for a taxi. I'd rather just be able to go anywhere I want and knowing how to get there just through public transit. I love the idea of not having to own a car.
Yeah, I'm different.
I think it's probably because of where I grew up.
Yeah, I mean, Chicago. Like who wants to drive around there?
And then public transit's the greatest. the greatest thing. It smells like piss, and I'm not gonna lie, it does smell like piss when you go like in the subway. It smells like piss. I'm not gonna lie, but public transit's the best. This is the best thing ever.
My first experience with public transit was when I started college, so 2012. First time I had ever ridden a bus, like a public bus, was when I did that. Because we had to do a scavenger hunt where we had to take a bus map, we had a day pass, go around and find certain places in the city and take pictures with them. That was the first day. We had to do it twice. The second time, I told my group, I'm driving. I don't care. So I drove to all those places. I cheated, basically.
Yeah. Okay, so when I was in high school, I went to Addicts, Crisp's Addicts.
Yep.
There was the bus that used to pick me up at like 6:40.
Super early.
But public transit got there at 6:30. And it literally, I only had to take one bus. The bus picked me up at the same stop where my school bus stop was, and it drops me off literally in front of the school. Like, the stop is right where your Jeep is.
Okay.
That's the stop, and we're sitting in the school. Literally, there was a stop. It was one bus, and it takes it 20 minutes to get there. And the school bus takes 30. And it was 10 minutes earlier. So I was just there at school like 6:50. I was like, sweet. I used to pay because I had my school ID, $2, get there. And I just chill. It was the greatest feeling ever.
I liked showing up because when I first started driving, it was my junior year. But my senior year, I found out quickly that because we had a senior lot at Warren, like that was just exclusively to seniors, that we had a special pass that we could park there. I found out very early that I needed to show up early as fuck in order to get a parking spot. That wasn't like a fucking walk.
A journey? That wasn't a journey?
Yeah, because we had a big lot. Like, because we had lots for a football stadium also, and Warren has a big football stadium. So we had lots on both sides that were also parking spots for the school. But I would always show up probably half an hour early just to sit in my car to listen to music and play on my phone, just so I had a front spot. And then I would like see people just pull up and I'm like,
"What's up, guys?
Hi, I'm here already."
I'm like, "What the hell are you doing here?"
High school was an experience. I'm fine with not wanting to go back though.
Do you still talk to anybody from high school?
No.
Nobody?
Maybe one person. Well, indirectly. I mean, me and Austin went to school together, but we never talked.
I mean, I'm talking about those in the circle you were in.
In the circle I was in?
Yeah.
No, surprisingly. Like, so my thing is, I have literally no friends from my childhood that I know. My farthest friends that I hang out with on a daily basis go 4 years back. That's it.
Okay.
Like, you are one of my longest standing friends.
Really?
Yes.
Sweet.
You, Christian, Danny, Virgil.
That's sweet. I didn't know that. I see Virgil nodding his head in the back. They're all Mexicans.
They're all Mexicans. That is not wrong. That's why Mario calls me Mexican.
Yeah, you official. Put a stamp on him. We're about to brand him later.
Like, no, I can't go. Where's he gonna send me back to? I'm not from there.
You find yourself in some random country in Latin America. You're like, why the hell am I here?
I just look at my ass. There's like, what the fuck?
There's just this San Salvador on it.
But yeah, no, like, that's why college was good for me, because like I met different people that weren't at my school. Most of the people that I went to school with, I don't talk to anymore because like we just dropped off.
Yeah,
like,
everybody says...
even the people that I went to school with that were in my program at college, I don't even talk to anymore. Like, one of them moved out of the country.
Lucky son of a bitch.
But I don't know. Like, I value my friendships that I got, so that's pretty good.
Yeah. I don't know. You know how you always When you think you're in high school, you'd be like, I'm gonna be talking to these guys forever. You don't never talk to them forever.
Like, I'm friends with them on Facebook, but
Yeah, but like
I don't talk to them.
Yeah.
Like, I have one person that I comment, like, we comment on each other's shit, but that's about it. Like, I'm more close friends with people that I met through my Xbox group than I am with from high school. Like, I have one friend, her name's Hetty. I've known her since 8th grade. We talk off and on. Right now, she has a boyfriend that's probably pretty jealous of any guy that talks to her. So
shout out to Hetty one time.
Yeah. If she ever listens to this, she'll probably get pissy at me, but we'll get over it. I'm allowed to go to her house whenever I want to.
I like how Deadpool has that one finger. Just looking at us weird.
We can't be talking about stuff that's around us, Mario.
I can't help it.
The shop has like 3 statues. There's a Harley Quinn, a Batman, and a Deadpool.
I have a picture of a Deadpool one with Obama's mask on it on my phone. I'll put that somewhere in the show notes so you guys can see it. It's kind of cool.
But yeah, no, my life's pretty complicated.
Your life's pretty complicated?
Yeah. Well, technically, I have a childhood friend. Daryl, my nephew, is my childhood friend.
I mean, he's your brother.
He's my brother.
Let's be real. He's actually your brother.
But we hung out all the time. All the time. I'd pick him up from his mom's house once I got my job, or not my job, my car, so I could bring him to my house on the weekends to hang out with me. It was pretty cool.
I think one of my first friends I made at the first school I went to at IPS, I went to 108, I went to Gamble Middle School, which was like a bad middle school, but
yeah,
no one cares.
It's IPS.
Yeah, and I made my first friend. His name was Sean. Made my first friend there, and it's the first time I invited him to my house, and him and my family just got along great, and now we still talk to each other. He's like my brother. My little brother calls him brother. My mom calls him son. My dad calls him hijo. It's just a random thing.
Adorable.
It's just great. And now he's pseudo married. He's not married. He's just been dating the same girl forever.
Yeah.
And they live together. So they're not married, but they're technically married.
Makes sense.
Yeah. I love you, Sean. Shout out to you one time.
Shout out to Sean. Well,
I don't know. Got any follow up from last week? From the last time we recorded? Do you remember what we talked about last time we recorded?
No, yeah, I remember. There was nothing really that we needed to
I was
follow
wrong about
up
the
on
Harambe thing.
the...
They did shoot him right in the spot. I was wrong about the
That's
Harambe.
what I thought.
I was wrong about the Harambe thing. I had to Google it again to make sure. And I was like, I'm pretty sure they did.
All right. See, Mario, Billy was right on something. We'll just put that in there.
Billy was right. That's going to be the name of this episode.
Billy was right. But yeah, no, I don't think there was anything that we needed to follow up on besides the election, because that was the biggest topic that we've had.
I think we talked about it for 20 minutes.
Yeah, we talked about a lot of it. 20 minutes.
Card games took about half an hour. It was kind of weird.
It was.
We learned about Billy. We learned about Billy today.
Yeah. And how bad he is.
How bad he is at everything.
But he tries.
He tries. He pours his heart out. His blue-eyed heart.
It's like I should play Blue Eyes or something. But yeah, no, it's cool.
What's the name of that kid that got top 8 at that regional recently? Let's give him a shout out.
Dylan Whitlow. He comes to Midwest and our other shop that we go to, Guardian. He just recently got his first top 8 since he's been playing, so I'm pretty proud of him.
Shout out to Dylan one time.
Yeah, that's all I want for all of us is to have one thing to have under our name.
So next Tuesday we're gonna be congratulating Virgilio on his top 8.
Yeah, and Billy.
If not, I'm gonna unfriend him on Facebook.
I'm gonna try really hard too. I'm gonna try to play the best deck.
All right, guys.
But yeah, wish us luck, or wish me and Virgil luck.
Mostly Virgil.
I
have no faith in Billy.
He needs his invite, so I'd much rather him top 8 because he gets his invite. Bye, guys.
All right, guys. Virgil, say something. Virg, say something.